Welcome everybody, it's William Jamming and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, if you stumble upon my channel, welcome. This channel is all about programming, about game development, about app development, about the incorporation of artificial intelligence in your development process and AR, VR, all the fun stuff. Okay, so before we get started, I have a small favor to ask you guys. As you guys can see, I'm a really small YouTuber. And I'm trying to make a living here, so I'm trying to reach that hurdle for monetization, and the best way to support me is to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumb up. Okay, I update video every day, and I promise you won't get disappointed. Okay, so yeah, so you're watching a serious video about augmented reality and virtual reality developments using iOS. Okay, using Apple's device, and mainly using iOS, iPhone specifically, or iPad or iPad Pro or whatever name that when you watch the video, Apple may give a fancy Super Pro Max fancy name to that their new device, but the logic behind that is the same. So I think Apple is sort of doing the combination of their all devices, all the hardware. As you guys can see, the Mac's design is a little bit like a phone, like a pad. The pad design is more like a like their desktop device. So yeah, and of course, from a developer point of view, you can write cross-platform code. And all the platforms, as long as it's an Apple device, they can share the same code. And yeah, because you are using Swift UI as a front end layout, and they can adjust that automatically. So yeah, so the platform doesn't really matter. So what we are going to learn is that how to use Apple's ARKit to develop the augmented reality or virtual reality app, and yeah, let's get started. So let's first introduce you guys some of the concepts. So let me just get a quick sketch for you. Yeah, I think it's here. So first we need to understand that say you are here, okay, and you use whatever Apple's device that have the augmented reality or virtual reality. Mainly it's augmented reality I'm talking about, because I like the virtual object to interact with the real life environment, and that's sort of a definition of augmented reality. So you are using a phone, say, and the phone will have a depth camera, and they will just scan this room that you are currently in. So let me just draw a space for that, okay? And this is a room that actually this our little guy, Stickman, inside of this room, and they use a camera to sort of capture the space that before him, okay? So the augmented reality basically is that to add to the reality, so you treat reality as the one base layer, and you can add more things, more entities in the Apple's jargon, more entities that which is not real, which is just rendered and anchored by your phone to the real world. So for example, if you adding a little cube or box, something like that, you can add that. Even though it's not real, you can put that on the ground, on the floor, and even though you move your camera, say, to a certain angle, and you look through this camera, you can still see this cube or this square or whatever object or whatever entity that you have anchored on. So a few concepts to keep in mind. The first is, of course, everything that you're dealing with is called entity. Okay, so let me just write it down. So all the big part is called AR view. Okay, basically everything that you build is under the AR view, and this is the scene that you created. So it's like a movie scene that you created, and you put every thing inside. Okay, and inside of this scene we got different entity. Okay, so for example, this box will be an entity, and entity using anchor to anchor to a certain places. So for example, you want to anchor that to the floor, you can do that. You can even anchor that to the wall. Okay, so if you want to stick that to the wall, you can actually do that. Okay, you can actually do that. So basically, that's a few concepts that you need to learn, and just remember that this is just a few jargons that you will get used to pretty quickly. As long as you got this concept under your belts, you can safely travel the world of Apple's augmented reality. And so let's create a new project. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Let's just delete it. I'm not going to save it. And by the way, I got another channel called Learn Digital Art, as well as Learn Music Free. These three channels sort of do things together. So for example, I will show you how to build your own model using, say, Blender. This software that you can use to do digital sculpting and modeling. And of course, you can export model to our projects. So I will make that model at the Learn Digital Arts channel, and the result of that model will be exported to the Godot with William Jiaming's channel, where I put the model I code to the game I develop, as well as the app that I develop. And as you guys can see, I draw all the thumbnail personally. So I will share with how to draw this thumbnail at my another channel, as well as the background music at my Learn Music Free com. Okay, so let's go back to create a new project so you guys can see what is going on. And let me just quit this project, and where's my Xcode? That is the Xcode. Okay, so here's my Xcode. So okay, so I'm using Xcode version 15.0.1. You can use whatever version you like, as long as you have the Augmented Reality app option on it. And I'm choosing iOS. Of course, you can use say other, and add that. So later, of course, you can use it across platform. But I think the iOS is more straightforward, because you do have this augmented reality app option that you can get a few default settings. And okay, and of course you can name whatever name that you like. And I will talk about how to build that from scratch in the next video. In this video, I'm just going to just stress some of the points that you need to have. First is the version. I'm using 15, so if you're using 15 and the later version, it should be okay. Second is that I'm using Swift UI for most of my videos. So if you haven't watched that, I strongly recommend that you go to my other tutorials series about Swift UI. It's a really convenient tool, and language Swift, and of course we are using RealityKit for that. Previously, you might heard that they use SceneKit or SpriteKit or Mental, but I think RealityKit is amazing and can save you a lot of code when you're building a augmented reality app. Okay, so yeah, and I think that's already pretty long. I tend to make my video shorter. So in next video, I'm going to show you guys how to make it from scratch. This is a serious video, so yeah, stay tuned. Bye.